sowing time. And so we're gonna plant some stuff in our handy dandy containers. I have these, I have this, I have this as well. And I have some old trays from like mushrooms or berries or some sort. So we gotta prep these and get some holes poked in them. And we gotta moisten our soil. We have a lot to do. So that I'm using, which is the Miracle-Gro Performance Organics. They say it's best to have something good to start your stuff in that's already fertilized. So when it's time for your plants to start growing, it can start off with a good start. So first and foremost, I have my water here, and I put my soil in this bucket. And so I am going to point the camera down so that you can see what I do to the soil. Put your sleeves up, get your sleeves up, let's go. This is the soil. And so you don't want to be able to wring it out, but you want it to hold its form, which is almost there. It's not dry at all. It's going to be kind of hard to see this anyway, just because my tote is black as well. Just kind of get all the dirt moistened. Other light ain't. So these lights are my grow lights, and they're about to be a use in other ways. So there we go. Like I said, we're just going to make sure that all the dirt is moistened. Not squeezing out, but it is able to hold some form, which, like I said, it was doing that anyway, so I didn't have to add too much water to it. I feel like I want to add some more, but I don't want to get it too wet. So, all right. This is our soil for our containers. Nice and moistened, but not too wet. So, what we have to do now is we're going to make our drainage hose and put them on the sides as well before I cut it. I feel like it'll be flimsier if I do it after I cut it open. So I'm gonna sit here and get through all my containers. And then show you sometimes these will have holes in them, but they do not. So I have to poke holes in those. I was trying trying to do it last night. It was not agreeing with me. So my idea is, because this is my first spring, I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want to underdo it either. So when I open these up, instead of filling the whole thing with one kind of seed, I'm going to put a piece of cardboard in between, and I'm going to put 2 different plants in each one. I'll show you what that looks like. Right now, I need to sit here and poke holes. You know, gardening could be some good old work. Without the right tools. So when you have stuff that makes it easier for you, then you can get through it a little bit quicker. But this worked out real good, so I'll use my little handy dandy crafting scissors. I'm probably gonna do a couple more on this, but the ones on the side, you see that? That's awesome. So let's just make sure you be careful. I'm not just stabbing at it. And one down the handy dandy middle. Ooh, that middle tough. How about this? We're not gonna worry about it. And then that one, we'll have to open up. See, this one is a lot easier. Most of these were water containers because we don't really drink milk like that. If we do, it's almond milk or oat milk, and those come in the cartons. So most of my water bottles are going to be, most of my bottles are going to be water bottles. Now, my pomegranates. I'm going to see if I can grow pomegranates. So I'm going to use these. I have a few seeds that are dried. It's been drying for months now. And I'm going to use these, since they're small, to put a few seeds in each one. To see if we can get some germination. And bam, got that one done. I am going to leave this, it's 3 of these. I'm gonna leave them together, and I'm gonna poke holes through it all at the same time. Bam. We gonna work smarter, not harder. Bam, now I got all the holes poked in. I am gonna do some side ones on these as well. Bam. All the holes. That noise that just shut off in the background is my dehydrator. I have some garlic in there. So. All right. Holes are in place. And of course, this is all we have to do with these. The method that I'm gonna use for these is to put a clear bucket on top of them, like a greenhouse. And then these will be their own separate greenhouses. So you just want to cut, just for these, since they got this, you just want to cut just to this. bam. Now the next one, I probably won't cut it as low, but I had already started this one last night, so that was a learning lesson last night. But this is still going to be fine. This is so cute. All right. Let's do the rest. So, while I have you close to me, I'm going to show you my seeds. So, the first thing I wanted to show you was my pomegranate seeds. That's an experiment. We're going to see if we're going to see if we can make it do what it do. Okay? So, I'm starting out with, because I'm making my own seasoning, y'all. I want to start out with half of my cayenne peppers. So that's one. And I have another one that I got from, I have one that I got from Yellow Baby. This is cayenne pepper as well. We're going to do an Anaheim chili. Santa Fe. And like I said, we're going to put 2 items in each container. So the purple hot. I'm going to do a Thai. I'm going to try these tomatoes, midnight snack tomatoes. Those are the only ones that I'm going to risk. Some onions. And I got another onion somewhere. I can find it. But I'm definitely doing a lot of my medicinals. So we're doing lavender, which I'm going to be starting off with this. So I can make that in this room. Morning Glories. Lemon balm. Echinacea. Comfrey. Chamomile. Lupine. Zinnia. Foxglove. Snapdragons. Calendula. Mullein. Hibiscus. Lemongrass. Mugwort. And peppermint. So that's what I'm doing for right now. So the first thing is first. We're going to figure out what we're going to put in what. So I'm going to put the 2 seeds packet near each bottle or container. And then the most important step is to make your labels. Now this came with a package of seeds that I bought. But I bought these. And I'm going to put it on the inside. And I'm also going to write it on my tape that's going to go on the outside. So we're going to make sure we know what this stuff is. I'm going to start with the dirt. Just going to stir it up from the little water that I poured in here. And yes, I have a scooper, but just do it with the my hand. Bam. I should be able to put the, now I'm not gonna fill it like all the way up to the tip top only because I'm going to add like a little bit of dirt on top to cover the seeds so I don't wind up planting them too deep. So, yeah. And we're just going to keep filling them up. Everything filled up. So ones like this, I'm going to put a cardboard piece in the middle, and I'm gonna plant two different things on the side, only because I don't want to plant too much. But whatever, if I do plant a lot and I have a lot of seedlings, starter plants, I'll give them out to the neighbors, because there's a couple neighbors around here. They want a garden, but they don't know how to protect their garden. And of course, you know, I battled the wildlife this summer. So I have an enclosure and I have ideas for my summer garden, my spring summer garden, so that it won't be taken over by pests or animals. So I'm gonna do the little cardboard in between and get these set up and start making our label. I'm still gonna get a lot of plants on each side, you see, because they all gonna be together. You have to sit there and separate them into each plant and put them in their own little separate containers as they continue to grow. But you get a lot of plants just off of one side. Damn. You got your growing spaces right there. I'm just hoping it won't be too hard to get out. I will cut these things out. As I was saying, you already buy them, you got a use out of them, throw them away, and then start collecting for your next year. I'm not gonna worry myself about trying to hold on to everything. I ain't got that much space to be trying to hold on to everything. You won't know that I was being lazy because I'm gonna cut this out. But you can, they have small ones. They even have the small where it's just 4, and they smaller than this. And you would put your dirt in and you put each of your seedlings in these. So I wasn't going to torture you through this process. This is just me going through the seeds, putting them in the containers that they're going to go in. And then I'm going to sit here and write out each label for each plant that I'm planting. So yeah, I just wanted to fast forward through this part, but yet show you at the same time. As I finish up the labels, I go straight into actually putting the seeds in the dirt. Now, if you do want this video separate, because it takes me maybe about 20-something minutes to go through all of them and get all the seeds in there, add a little bit of dirt on top, And then for the containers that I have to tape up, tape them up. So I have them at the location. I'm going to take them out and I'm going to set them on top of the mulch because I want them to be able to drain outside of this container real quick. And this is all you have to do. And I am going to add a little bit of water to it. Just want to set it up here. I have some bricks and I'm going to put around it so they don't fall over. I put the bags of mulch around it just as a precautionary. I'm going to add another brick or two over here just to secure it. All right, so those are the ones that are in the containers. These are the ones that are in the trays. I'm going to take you down so you can see. So those are the trays. This is like a greenhouse effect. They'll still be able to get sun, hold the moisture in. Yep. And I got the bricks on top to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And it's still got a little space for air down there, so they can get a little air. So that's it, y'all. Whew, I had to come in. It's chilly out there. But that's the whole point of the winter sowing method, is that it'll go through its cold process. Then when it's time to germinate, it will do what nature does. I thank you and I appreciate you for watching. I have more to come. Please like, subscribe, and share for me.